Hey, this is Louis D. Fresh Freighted to you on a Friday afternoon. I hope you're doing well. I'm smiling because I always mess up with these little buttons, but that's all right. I'm here in my office, and I just wanted to tell you that we're talking about your YouTube channel, on the college portion of your YouTube channel. We're talking about this little series that I kind of started about a month ago. Actually, getting started with the school year. Just a little brief synopsis. I talked about seniors, I talked about juniors, and now actually I started a whole new playlist, I believe, for the high school sophomores and freshmen. So I think I may use this starting now as my clip for the video thing. You know how on Sundays I usually give a clip for the video. I was in a sophomore class, or a grade 10 class, and I know that the teacher was going over some stuff, and she had told me that many of the kids had gotten D's and F's on a particular test or something, and the kids were all giggly, you know, as kids will be. And I told them, you know, it's every grade that you get, and I'm passing it along, and that's exactly what I told them. I'm paraphrasing anyway. Every grade that you get is indeed a paycheck. Not money, but as in improving you as a person, improving you as a student, improving you in terms of getting closer to your goals, whatever they may be, whether it be trade school, as a mother from my volunteer school reminds me, you know, trade school, whether it be your community college, our Miami-Dade college, or whether it be your university. It's all moving towards that, and that is what that paycheck is. So take every class or every grade as a paycheck. That could be the end of the clip. So, going back now, what we're talking about is a little checklist for the sophomores. So let's take a look. Sophomore, again, which is kind of funny, because if you didn't know, the sophomore means wise fool. And sometimes grade 10, and I say respectfully, can be wise fools, because they're not freshmen anymore. They think they got everything under control and everything is rolling, and you don't want to fall down that slippery slope again into bad habits. So this is why grade 10 is indeed crucial in your high school career. All right, here's my little Canva slides. Thank you, old Canva. You can see the little shadow. I always feel like a groundhog, but there I am. Let's get started during your sophomore year, class of 2027. Where to go, what to do, confusion, what should I do? All right, here we go. This is something, it's funny, again, talking about my volunteer school. The former 12th grade teacher, Mrs. C, she is now the dean of students, or the AP as I like to call her, the assistant principal. She was like, hey, what about this PSAT thing? This is something really is generated generally by the school itself. I don't think the outside sources of the SAT world, this is really only just for the actual individual school. So kind of these tests is not a requirement, it's not mandated, but if your school offers it, definitely take it. Don't opt out of it. The test helps you see where you are. Really, the P doesn't stand for it, but I call it practice. It is a practice, because they do have it for 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, and then the 11th, which you remember last time, was the NMSQT test. So this is really geared to you, 10th graders, and it kind of gives you a better clue of where you are with your reading, your math, your writing skills, and really do it. Don't opt out. Don't hide from it. Because like I said, most schools, poor choice of words, all schools will look at your SAT and ACT scores, but many, now not all, many still require it. So I would definitely take it. Moving onward, start your college search. Again, using my local area and volunteer school, write this down, your college tours locally. Go to Miami-Dade College. There is a campus not too far from you, or volunteer school. Go to, I'm thinking where that school is. The only other local really place would be Florida International University. That's a public state school. And if you really want to get a little creative, go to the private school, the University of Miami. That's whatever your local area is, look up. Again, Google is your best friend. Use it. What are the local schools around there? I don't want to go there. That's okay. Take a look, see what's available, so you can get an idea of what you're looking at. You don't know unless you check it out. And then learn about college fly-in programs. Take that tour. You believe it or not, there are lots of schools that provide free, keyword free, fly-in programs where you can go and check out a school. Now, questions to ask colleges. Right, now that I mentioned going to local schools, again, I know you say, but I'm only a sophomore, I'm only 15, 16. It is a fabulous time to start getting the marbles out of your mouth and asking questions like, hey, how big is your school? Like in this case of Miami-Dade College, how many number of kids are there? How big is the campus? Are there multiple campuses like in Miami-Dade College? Is it close to home? Is it literally like a bus ride or a little 10-minute drive? Is it far? Is it going to cause you quite a bit of a heartache to get out there? Is it a suitcase campus? I never mentioned a suitcase campus. A suitcase campus is exactly that you go you're there and then people just leave for the weekend. You don't want a suitcase campus. What do you want to study? What majors are offered? I know you may not know what you want to study yet, but with these majors and with the what you want to study, get ideas of what they offer. Doesn't mean that that's what you're going to study, but just getting your feet wet, starting to find out, oh, they offer this, they offer that. What type of campus do you want? Do you want something that's in the city, such as an urban city environment? Do you want something suburban, or that you're kind of away from the actual city? Do you want a college town, like for where my assistant's son goes to is University of Florida in Gainesville? That is the heck of a college town, because once college is done, I mean, that city dies out. So is it a college town or rural? Like, for example, University of Connecticut in Storrs, Connecticut. Talk about rural. I mean, it is like trees, school, trees. I mean, it is really, really rural America. Oh, okay. Oh, great. Grade 10, class of 2027. Research career options. These are all good things to get started with. Again, visiting colleges, your local schools, checking out what they have to offer. Start, get that PSAT under your belt, and then start looking at what careers. Because, and that's a big word, career. I'm not talking about a job, and I say it with love and respect. Because there are lots of jobs out there, but you want a career where you could start moving up and growing, and because at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, this is really what it is. You have to pay your bills. You have to be able to say, okay, now I have this job. Am I going to be able to help my family? You could be a wife, your husband, could be your kids, your grandkids, your elderly parents. This job, this here in the United States of America, especially, you need money. You need money to be able to support yourself, because once your mom, your dad, or mother figure, father figure are gone, you're it. So what are you going to do? Use the online career research to find jobs that interest you. Use my good friend Google. Start exploring, see what might be available. Consider how much education is needed for your desired career. You might be like, I hate school. School stinks. It's horrible. That's fine. As I'm learning, school can be horrible and stinky, and I don't want to be bothered with it. See what you need, because it could be just it could be as high as a doctoral level. It could be as low as AA, which is 2 years of college. It could be technical school. It could be getting a certificate in something. It could be not even going to college and getting somebody who knows what they're doing and take you under their wing and teach you the tricks of the trade, whatever it may be. But I really do emphasize the word career, because that is what's going to catapult you into being able to support your family. My last Canvas slide. Look into attending a trade school. Here, my little trade school. A community college, which I already mentioned, or the military. I don't think I've mentioned the military, and I may have to do a video on that one day, because I'm amazed here at the United States of America how the military is taken care of in a good way, in terms of your family, in terms of being compensated. It's definitely I can't believe I'm saying, because I used to look down on it, truthfully. It's a very lucrative career. So definitely look at the military for sure. That will help through school financially and promise a job after. So definitely say, hey, okay, what kind of things may be indeed available to me? So, oh great, 10th graders. That's what I got. That's you know, and I know because I'm humbled that I get to still be, because as you know, I'm a supervisor, so I work indirectly with schools, but it's still nice to be able to work directly, even if it's a minimal level. You know, and I was a little disappointed, I can't lie, with my 10th graders, but I know that I really did try to encourage them that, you know, don't take school lightly. Make sure that you do what you got to do, and make sure that you just put your best foot forward. Anytime and I'm going to say this, I'll end with this. Anytime you put your name on a piece of paper, homework, test, classwork, anytime you put your name, you're telling somebody that's who I am. I know that, no, that's not true. It is true. That's why I take great pride, as weird as it sounds, on these videos. You notice I don't use profanity. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm not creating a ruckus. I'm here to teach. I'm here to inform. I'm here to help. I'm here to smile. Try to make this world a little bit better place. Why? Because that's what Louis D. Fresh does. That's my mantra. So whatever you do, whatever your name is, whatever you put your name on something, you're telling a person that's who you are. So class of 2027, take that to heart. Louis D. Fresh.